Should we talk about Love and Monsters?
Oh, is that the next one?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yep. Yay!
Everyone's favourite, question mark.
It's not as bad as everyone says.
No, it's...
I love it. I love it in a not a good way, but I do love it in a weird way. It's not my favorite of the series, but it's a fond episode of mine.
I like it because I always like how you kind of saw the other side of the Doctor.
The outside,
like
yeah.
all these people that are just, they have basically had a fan club effectively, and because the Doctor was in their lives, even just because they were interested in him, they all got killed except one and a half. I always found that really interesting.
I loved the characters in it. It was just that last 5 minutes. Well, not even the last 5 minutes. The last 2 minutes where he reaches off screen and pulls off the cinder block.
Yeah.
That's when it gets weird.
Yep.
If you
but yeah.
Oh yeah, but if you get rid of that last 2 minutes, it's an alright episode.
Yeah.
It's...
Even the Azzy doesn't annoy me.
Azzy
The Azzy
That's what I originally called it, didn't I?
That was, I think that's what we all called it back in secondary. That was,
Yeah, because I
it was
remember...
you that started it, was it?
Yeah, because I am dyslexic as hell, and I saw her as a Brotherlove.
Okay.
It was designed by a Blue Peter viewer, wasn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why the premise is so silly.
Well, I do like how he comes from Clom.
Yes.
Didn't the Blue Peter viewer imagine it as like a 2-story tall monster or something?
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
remember. Don't remember.
It was meant
Supposed to
to
be like the size of a double-decker bus.
Yeah,
Right.
it did. This episode did have my favourite Rose line though.
What's that?
Oi, you upset my mum.
But giant big alien thing. No one upsets my mum.
And we saw more of Jack. We saw Jackie without Rose
Yes.
or the Doctor. We saw what the Doctor does to everyone around him,
Yes.
not
Yes.
what we see on screen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was more great Russell the Davis normal people writing as well, wasn't it?
Yes. Yep. If there's one thing he excels at, it's humans.
Yes, and comedy, because he wrote Queer as Folk.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And so you had bits like the voiceovers talking about how now I've got to attempt the impossible, find one girl in a city of millions. Oh, that's Rose Tyler.
Yeah, and where like he's trying to set himself up to make the first move with Jackie, and she just keeps on rebounding.
Yeah, rebounding.
Yeah.
Bounding.
Okay, so upon like mentally reviewing it, it is a good episode.
That's if you ignore the fact that Moaning Myrtle gets turned into a paving slab.
And
Yeah.
this weird Scooby-Doo chase bit. The thing is, it's meant to be like that. It's not like it was a serious episode with that in. The whole episode had that tone, and I think people kind of go, "Oh, this one was a bit different." I think it's fair enough if you don't like a change in tone, but to say that it's crap is a bit off.
Well, and if you remember, the whole thing is from the point of view of Elton.
Yeah,
He's telling the story, so he
good
might
point.
not be
Headcanon.
getting the details 100%. He says they're having a chase scene. In his head, he just gets a Scooby-Doo chase.
yeah,
In real life, it was a big scary monster chasing down the Doctor and Rose.
yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, the things that upset Elton more were a lot more over-dramatic. Like, his mother being killed was all sort of tense and drawn out.
Yeah, people get funny as
Okay.
well when the Doctor isn't in it a lot. So
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I think
whenever-
that's why I didn't like it initially to begin with, because the Doctor wasn't in it a lot. But like watching it back is like
As a
actually
kid-
quite good fun.
As a kid, that's probably why I wasn't as keen on it. But since growing up and sort of since getting more into characters rather than story, I've kind of grown to love it.
Yeah.
yeah, because any kind of online discussion about Blink as well, people always say, "Oh, this is widely considered one of the best Doctor Who episodes." There's always comments underneath that going, "Oh yeah, but it's rubbish because I've got the Doctor in it," or it's a rubbish one for people to start with because it does. But it's a good bit
Blink-
episode though, isn't it?
Blink's really good. I wouldn't bang it up as much as everyone else does, to be honest.
I think my main problem with Love and Monsters is that it's Peter Kay. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Peter Kay. He's brilliant, but I feel like he just sort of added sort of like an aura of comedy around the role that if it was somebody else wouldn't be there. So it was kind of hard to take it seriously because it was Peter Kay.
But isn't the character meant to be a bit silly?
Yeah, but I can't stop seeing Peter Kay in it.
Yeah, if you're not seeing the Absorbaloff, who is played by Peter Kay, you just
I'm seeing
Peter Kay is in Doctor Who. Yeah.
Okay, I get you. Yeah, I can see that
with his eczema.
I was indifferent to him, really. He never really bothered me. It was just sort of I was enjoying the characters. You didn't need that, but the Absorbaloff was just there to drive the episode, sort of thing.
Oh my god, I love this sentence here. The scene where Elton says he and Ursula have a bit of a love life was criticised by some commentators who felt that the implication of having oral sex with the paving slab was unsuitable for Doctor Who's large family audience.
It's not like they showed him humping her or something, is it?
Just the implication of having sex with the paving slab. That's a bit weird.
Or like one of those people who's attracted to bikes and they try to have sex with bikes. Have you heard of that?
Or cars with the exhaust pipe.
Oh my god, yeah, the bloke who had sex with his car. Holy shit, yeah.
Moving swiftly
Or the lady
on.
who married a roller coaster.
You've been very sheltered from the world, haven't you, Rich?
No, I just live in different circles.
That's one circle there I'm really interested in.
Lucky person.
Yes. Right. Next up, how would we rate Love and Monsters then?
Probably about 7. Yeah.
Jinx.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
It's not perfect, but it has a place with me. Yeah, I do. And when I was originally writing my Doctor Who spin-off featuring a companion that was me, that was the first monster. It's actually a monster I keep on using. The unseen shadows that escaped the Howling Halls. An elemental shade that escaped the Howling Halls that the Doctor references killed Elton's mum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I keep on trying to bring that into something. I had it in Matt as well.
Elemental shades are easier on the VFX budget.
Yeah.
This is true.
Anyway, Doctor Who.
Yes.
Next episode is Fear Her.
This one I don't like.
3. Next episode is...
Wow, okay. Do you want to,
Actually, no. One thing I will say I did like about this, for once, was Rose. This was the time I started to get to like her a bit. And then, obviously, 2 episodes later. But...
Okay, so I never really thought this one was that bad. Can you explain to me why you don't like it?
It's just not very good.
It was boring.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was awful, horrendous. It was just... I liked the idea of drawing stuff and that coming alive.
Yeah.
It's a bit boring the other way where someone's drawing you and you're getting trapped, though.
Yeah, so... I honestly can't remember much of the plot, to be honest, which probably speaks volumes for the plot. I remember the...
Little girl was possessed by a squid.
Yeah.
And she was...
I remember that.
She was drawing people.
That's the premise, though, not the plot. Yeah.
And she had her dad in the cupboard or something.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Dad was in the closet.
Yeah.
I seem to remember I just wasn't very good. I just didn't like it.
Maybe this was the last one filmed. Oh no, sorry.
No,
that was,
the last one. Panston
it.
told us what the last one filmed was in the comments.
Was it Love and Monsters? Because the next one after that would be The Runaway Bride.
No, it was Impossible Planet and the Satan Pit.
Oh, because on TARDIS.wikia.com, I've got Love and Monsters open, and it says the previous production order was Satan Pit, and the next one is Runaway Bride.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know then. Maybe. Well.
Oh no!
Fight to the death.
No, actually, I remember from Doctor Who Confidential.
Oh.
Satan Pit and Impossible Planet and Love and Monsters were filmed at the same time.
Yep, which is why they had to do it,
That's
because they
why
had
it's
an
a
extra thing to...
It's a Dr. Light episode. That's why, yeah.
Yeah, because they were filming Impossible Planet and Satan Pit because they only had they didn't log the amount of time to do the Christmas special as well, so they had to do a Doctor Light episode while Impossible Planet and Satan Pit were being made.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, apparently Pansel says the last line filmed was the Doctor's "The Stuff of Legends" comment.
Okay, so whoever edited the TARDIS wiki, I just felt like putting Love and Monsters after the Satan Pit for whatever reason.
Unless Pansel is wrong. That's why I said fight to the death, which is the only way to resolve these things.
It is the generally accepted way to solve any problems.
Exactly.
Also, fun fact, Fear Her was replacing an episode written by Stephen Fry, which didn't get made.
Oh, yes, I did hear about that, actually. I don't know the details.
No, nobody does.
Actually, a long-time viewer...
in a galaxy far, far away.
Long-time viewer of mine and Christian's, Hidemaru, actually told me that Stephen Fry once tried to write an episode, but it didn't get going. So, shout out to him if he ever listens to this.
Matthew Graham wrote. Has he written any other ones? The Rebel Flesh and the Almost People.
No wonder he's terrible.
Again, they're kind of forgetful, yeah.
Those 2 episodes are entirely pointless.
He wrote 16 episodes of Life on Mars and 24 episodes of Ashes to Ashes.
Oh, because Life on Mars I actually really liked.
He was a co-creator.
Never seen it.
I haven't watched... I do recommend it, actually. Yeah. Me and Ray sat through it before we started reacting to stuff.
Christian likes it too.
Yeah. I haven't watched Ashes to Ashes.
But... that was good. That was just as good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got series 1 somewhere. I've just not got round to it. But yeah, Life on Mars, definitely recommendo.
Ooh.
The master before he was the master.
Yeah.
And half the time he looks like he's cosplaying as Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah.
Yeah, the feared episode. There's 2 moments I do always remember from this, and they're when the Doctor's in the kitchen and he does the Spock.
No, he does that in the bedroom when he talks to Chloe for the first time.
No, they're in the kitchen. It's here on the TARDIS wiki. Memorable moment. It's a video.
Fine.
But the other one I always, it's just a quick not a glance, like a there's another, not, it is a facial expression, but between 2 actors.
A nod?
A look?
Not a nod. Just there's this moment between the Doctor and Rose where they get into the kitchen. The Doctor's in all serious mode and he just grabs a jar of something off the counter, opens it, and just starts eating it with his fingers. And Rose just sort of glances at him, just like, Doctor, what are you doing? And he just sort of like looks at it, he's like, oh, yeah, and puts it back down.
That is what is known as an aside glance.
Ew.
Side glance, yeah.
Askance.
Yep, that's the technical term for it.
There we go. I was never good with the technical terms. I was just good at doing the technical stuff. I can make a film, but I can't write an essay about making films for shit.
See, that's where I excelled. Oh, sorry, that's where I worded, but I did really well at it.
You two should team up.
Well, I think I did mention to you, Christian, that doing these reviews has made me realise that I'm more of a rift. Not a rift. A riff. I'm part of the rift.
One glorious hole.
I'm more of a riffer than a
writer.
Reviewer. I'm better at having the source in front of me and taking the piss out of it and coming up with jokes. And I'm better at reviewing on the spot than I am after watching something.
Have you ever seen Mystery Science Theatre?
This is exactly what inspired me to make my reaction channel, basically.
And you know of riff tracks, I take it?
Yeah.
Okay, then we need to do GX season 4, goddammit. Right. We are going to set a date and we are going to do the first few episodes of GX season 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Cut that out.
No. Now that you've said that, that's funny enough to leave in.
Oh dear. Right, quickly then.
Yes.
Season 2 finale.
Yes.
Well, okay then.
Army of Ghosts and Doomsday.
Okay, let's talk about Army of Ghosts first.
Okay.
Ghostbusters.
I love the setup for Army of Ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, she's lost the plot. He died 2 years ago.
Yeah. Jackie again, best character.
Yeah.
Apart from the cameo from next year's character.
It's a cousin.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm like, I swear there was a CBBC presenter that was meant to have been in this one as just a. I have to check this now.
There's a bit where they go through various news channels or just channels on the TV, isn't there?
Maybe.
And the kid changes the channel to Blue Peter or something.
No.
Oh no, that's
from
in
series 1.
Yeah, that's.
You're thinking of
Aliens of London.
Peggy Mitchell. You're thinking of as well. Barbara Windsor.
Oh, is she?
I don't care if you are the ghost of Den Watts. This is my part now.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh god, all these TV segments, because there's another one in The Stolen Earth as well.
Well, yeah,
and they've got all these planets in the sky now. Have you seen him? Did you see him? What's his face? Paul O'Grady.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
It was a thing Russell liked to do. Russell T Davies.
It was his exposition thing, like HBO and their Cockney geezers recounting something that happened that sounded a lot more interesting than watching a Cockney geezer talk about it.
I don't remember that in Game of Thrones at all.
If I'm correct, though, the American newsreader is constantly used throughout the series.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she's actually an American newsreader.
Oh, is she?
From what I know. I could be wrong, don't quote me if I am, but...
Oh, I definitely will. Newsreader. Oh, maybe I should have searched for Anchor.
Oh.
Trinity Wells. Or Lachelle Carl. Yes, Lachelle Carl is her real. She's an American actress based in the United Kingdom.
Oh, well, okay. Okay.
Don't quote.
Well, that's why I always say I think and don't quote.
Yeah, don't at me, bro.
Don't.
But yeah, she was in Aliens of London, World War III, The Christmas Invasion, The Sound of Drums, The Poisoned Sky, Turn Left, The Stolen Earth, and The End of Time.
Yeah.
And she was in The Sarah Jane Adventures, in Revenge of the Sith and Secret of the Stars.
Yes.
And she was in Torchwood Children of Earth.
Oh.
Making Wells.
I forgot the Torchwood one.
Making the character.
I think most people forgot Torchwood.
Making character the first, apart from a French newsreader played by Anthony Daybeck, character to appear in all 3 programs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was the first voice of Muck in the American dub of the children's TV series Bob the Builder.
Nice.
Okay then. Moving back to the actual episode.
Yeah.
The setup for this is magnificent, quite frankly. I love it.
You got all the different kind of plot threads.
Yeah. And the cliffhanger as well. I didn't, but on first watching it, I didn't guess that the ball was a Dalek.
No, yeah, I had no idea.
No, nobody did.
Yeah. It's just,
that was great.
Yeah, because it just, like, when the Cyberleader says that they just followed it through, you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
This is where going spoiler-free is so good. I remember the episode in the future when Clara dies, and I had no idea she was even leaving. The impact of that, and I remember at the time thinking, "This is so much better, Ozzy. You've discovered the one true way."
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not even going to watch the next time trailers for the
same.
The last next time trailer I watched was at the end of, I think, Bill's introduction, series 10. And they did like a series trailer where they give you clips of the whole series.
Yeah.
And they ruined John Sims' return.
Oh, did they?
God, yeah.
And and I was so pissed off that I swore off of next time trailers from that point on.
Yeah, that's fair.
See, I knew he was. No, I didn't know. No, I didn't know he was coming back. I didn't know he was coming. I don't remember him from the next time trailer though. I just bloody. Did I know? Now, I think I just knew the actor was coming back.
Okay.
And
he just, yeah.
I recognised him when he first appears under all the makeup. I
didn't
recognised him.
recognise him.
The fucking twist of this guy's actually the evil guy. The whole time Bill was sat with him, I was like, well, he's the master.
I didn't get that at all.
No,
I did not recognise him.
Anyway, spoilers. But yeah, it's good. It was a very good cliffhanger.
Yes. Very good. And we got Mickey the Idiot back.
Yes. Number one.
Yeah. And his CBBC presenter boyfriend.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Jake,
was it?
Is our headcanon that they... Oh, no, he didn't turn because he was hanging around with Martha, wasn't he, at the end?
Yeah, no.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything.
Well, we don't...
Suppose he could be both, yeah.
Yeah. It's... first time the Doctor says Allons-y.
Oh.
Allons-y?
Murray Gold's theme for the Torchwood television series debuts in the episode as incidental music.
Oh.
Yeah.
And now the Invisible Tower Singers with the Torchwood theme.
Boo, boo. Bum, bum.
Torchwood.
Torchwood.
And now from Cardiff, it's Torchwood. That was in the theme tune, wasn't it? I think I might have remembered that wrong.
And now, live from Cardiff, Captain Jack Harkness and the Torchwood gang. Today's case involves an alien and some kind of sexual act, probably.
No, it was an alien gas that made you want to shag till you died.
Oh.
That was literally the second episode.
That's a sexual act if I don't... It may have been a gas that caused the act, but it's still a sexual act.
Yes.
I think you just hate it when you gas during a sexual act.
I
Depends where it
genuinely
comes
can't
out of.
remember.
Anyway. Yeah. So Doomsday.
Yes.
Doomsday. Oh, I cry every time.
Like this video if you cry every time.
I cheer every time. Yes, thank fuck. The bitch is dead. The Wicked Witch. The Wicked Witch.
Wow.
Ding dong, the Wicked Bitch is dead.
Roast Tyler milk
about
slutter.
Yvonne Hartman.
Yay.
Oh yeah, so that makes 2 EastEnders characters in this episode. Well,
Tracy Anna?
Oh, yeah.
actresses, yeah. Barbara Windsor.
Yeah.
Well,
She was in the first part.
only one appeared as
Yeah.
Yeah.
EastEnders character. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this has probably one of the best moments in the series, which is the Daleks and the Cybermen talking to each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Daleks just basically just looking at them as if they're someone they've stood in and gone, why are you even here? What's the point of you being here? You may as well not be.
Didn't you get the memo? Yeah. We're doing this shit, not you.
I was just like,
all right,
Cybermen are better and more
children.
respect. What's that? You're better at dying.
Dying.
Oh yeah.
This isn't war. This is pest control.
See, that was brilliant. Like Stephen Hawking meets the talking clock.
What's it? Our
think it's
designs are
probably
similar,
the best.
although yours is inelegant. This is obvious.
Probably my favorite Dalek moment ever, actually.
Yeah.
It's the moment I will always remember above everything else for the Daleks.
I think, yeah, that's one of the most iconic bits, but I seem to remember the first bit of a Dalek that I actually remember being like, oh shit, about was in the episode Dalek, where it suddenly lifts off the ground and then activates the sprinkler system and just starts shooting everywhere. That to me is quite terrifying.
Yeah.
I was always more awed by the bit where he's got 2 groups of people shooting out from opposite ends of the corridor and he just kind of sits there and calmly kills them all.
Yeah.
Because that was one by one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It
shooting
was,
fish in a barrel.
The moment where because like it's the first time you see the Dalek more like a tank because it swivels 360.
yeah.
Yeah.
Up until then, obviously in classics, you hadn't seen it swivel 360. So when the gun just spins round, but his head and legs are facing the same direction.
You say a Dalek has legs.
It's skirt.
One big foot like a slug.
One big toe with tits.
Yeah.
They're etheric beam locators. Did you say tits, or did I mishear that?
Yeah, no, I said tits.
Okay, good. Just checking that, because that would have sounded really weird otherwise.
Yeah, no.
Curse of Fatal Death is an alternate universe. Fight me.
No,
Yeah,
fights here.
I'd love that. I've got no complaints with Doctor Number 14 being Ron Atkinson.
Oh, that would be good.
Joanna Lumley.
Yeah.
Oh no, we got to get through Atkinson and the others first.
Yeah.
What was it? Atkinson, Hugh Grant, Jim Broadbent, and then Joanna Lumley.
Yeah.
Classic.
The War Doctor wasn't invented. Oh, who would have been a comedian to play the War Doctor if it had existed at that point?
Oh, Greg Davis.
Yeah.
I just the first grey comedian I could think of.
Yeah, that'd be good. Right. So we kind of have to talk about the last bit of Doomsday.
No.
Yeah.
Send me a message when you're done. No, I'm joking. I was ready with my shovel and a gravestone.
What's wrong with like the last bit of
No.
with Rose in the other universe?
No, I was just continuing my whole hating on Rose taking the piss bit.
Yeah.
No, it didn't bother me as much as other people, but
It's heartbreaking.
It really is.
I can. Yeah. Fair enough. You'd have to like Rose to like it, probably.
I found it emotional because she was the link between the two Doctors,
Okay, no.
and she was like the first
I can-
character we saw in the show. So seeing her go was kind of like, oh, now what?
It's
I was kind of more excited to know who would be next.
it's sad and emotional because the Doctor's kind of resisted having personal feelings for it's like he's mentioned before, you'll die and get old, but I'll just carry on. So that's why I just leave people behind after a while. We had that in the school reunion, and he finally kind of gets over it and says, right, okay, Rose, and then it cuts off. It's heartbreaking.
Okay, from the Doctor's point of view, yeah, but I don't care who.
Oh yeah, because it's not heartbreaking for Rose at all.
No. She's fine. She's got a toy boy.
She's got the best characters in series 1 and 2.
Oh wait, the toy boy hasn't been invented yet.
No, he hasn't. That's end of season 4.
All right, she's got her family and her dead dad.
Yeah, the best characters in series 1 and 2. The Rose's family.
Family.
Linda with the Y
Family.
is not there at all. Yeah, it was very good. And then there's that very last bit at the end with the what.
Oh yeah, what's a bit of a catchphrase, isn't it?
It is. I'm kind of sad that hasn't come back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It was kind of a David Tennant thing, though. Would it feel the same?
Well, we haven't seen much of Jodie Whittaker, but from the
I've
bit we
seen
saw
nothing.
we saw the bit at the very end of the last episode.
Brilliant. Yeah.
yeah, like I wasn't sold. And then she said those two words, and I was sold.
I think I would.
I was sold. We hadn't seen anything of her. You can't prejudge, can you?
I think up until that point, I was indifferent. Everyone was banging on
I was
about.
skeptical.
You can't judge whether it's going to be good or not until you've actually seen the product.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but my expectations were sort of, okay, we'll see how it goes. I saw her, and I was just like, yeah, okay, I'm sold. Yeah, this is going to be good.
My main concern is that if it just actually turns out to be a bad series, all the like the misogynists will come out like, oh, that's what happens when you get a bird.
Told you so. Yeah.
I keep saying if they write it as if she is
That's where
doctor,
the BB
not as a female doctor, it'll be fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the secondary worry is what happens when she leaves. If they go back to a male doctor, it'd be like, well, are they going to switch between the two every time? Because they've made gender such a big bloody thing now, you can't escape it.
I was literally about to say what they have to do after her is go to a black guy.
In a wheelchair.
In a wheelchair. Oh!
I think we all know what the next one's. The next, for fuck's sake, I think we all know.
All along. That's how they end the series. The Doctor becomes Davros.
Yeah. What a twist!
He regenerates to become so young that he becomes Davros.
Yeah.
Sorry.
See, like, I've completely forgotten what I was going to say now.
Oh shit! Sorry.
It's about they have
yeah.
to write
the next incarnation, no matter who it is, has to be Ginger.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm amazed they've resisted this
A
long.
black ginger guy
In a wheelchair
in a wheelchair.
with an eye patch.
And two hooks like what's his face? Abu Hamza. Why not just Abu Hamza?
I was just thinking of the
no.
hook-handed man from Series of Unfortunate Events.
Yeah.
What they need is a Doctor who is completely alien looking.
Chant, but
What,
that
like
would be
Andorian?
incredible though.
But just like doesn't resemble humanoid.
Like the aliens from Galaxy Quest in their true form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which just comes out as like a Volta, you know. It's
Shall,
like a giant slug roaming around the TARDIS.
shall we give our ratings for Army Ghost of Doomsday, unless you've got anything else to say about them? And then we'll briefly look ahead to the next series.
Yep, go for it.
8, I guess.
Yeah, solid.
Both or individually?
Yeah, both.
Yeah, it's about
Yeah.
an
That's fair. Yeah, I give him that.
Cool. So, and by the next series, I mean the one in real life, which is series 11 with Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor.
You'll have to hold out for
Which-
Catherine Tate.
Yeah, which we've kind of just done. So it's all in the wrong order.
Oh well.
There you are. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. So it's gonna be an hour-long episode, 10 episodes, no two-parters.
No two-parters.
I've heard there's not going to be even story arcs.
Maybe I shouldn't have given that. Is that too much of a spoiler? I've not heard about the story arcs. But yeah, that'll be interesting too if they're doing that. They're really trying to just completely regenerate it, aren't they?
I have to say I'm not a fan of the new logo though.
I haven't seen the new logo.
It feels a bit too fantasy than sci-fi.
Stick it in the chat, would you?
Oh yeah, I see it. Hang on a minute.
It reminds me of like Once Upon
Can you
a
just
Time.
Google Doctor Who logo?
Painting, no.
Hang on. Oh, I almost typed Google Doctor Who logo.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah.
But there's
Painted by
also
Pop
this.
Shield.
There's also this one.
Who?
Good question.
What, where, when, and why?
They've missed an
yeah,
opportunity. Go on.
No, you go.
Oh, thank you. I was going to say they've missed an opportunity in that circular one to not have Gallifreyan cog things in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But is
Somebody redesign it.
It's a reboot, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure, I suppose it's kind of reboot, isn't it?
What were these Philosopher's Stones knocking about in the background as well? It's weird. I wonder if that's going to be like part of the intro. Will be some like
The planet explodes.
floating rubies or something.
Ooh.
Yeah, like gemstones. Yeah. And I was just gonna say it reminds me of like an American fantasy series.
Looks like Merlin.
Does a bit. Yeah, it reminds me of something more fantasy than sci-fi though.
Yeah, it's because it's
Like
stones, not planets.
Merlin, Once Upon a Time.
Or I don't know, the inside of a clock.
Oh no, I figured it was just the font and the way the logo looks, the actual logo itself, not the background.
I didn't get that vibe from it, if I'm honest.
I personally did. Maybe I'm just not used to the Doctor Who logo being so thin.
I do like how the H goes through the O, and then there's the line on the D on the other side.
I like the lines.
Oh yeah, because it's like infinite. Oh, that's clever.
What's infinite? I don't get it.
Well, it's just like how, like you said, the line from the H goes through the O, and then it sort of comes back around to the D.
Oh yeah,
So it's like it's constantly just going backwards and forwards in time.
that's a bit of a stretch.
I don't know. It's
just to make it
it's at the end, and then it goes back to the
It's
start.
just to make it symmetrical. I think it's a nice design element.
I mean, yeah,
Listen,
looking at it that way,
imagine-
it is symmetrical. But looking at it from like an in-universe
Never
kind
mind,
of an analytical point of view, you've got the metaphor of it going from the end back to the beginning, which is all like time travel and what the show's kind of about.
I was just going to say, imagine the D and the O as portals, and the line goes through the D and comes out of the O.
Ah, yeah.
See, here I am trying to be analytical and use my goddamn degree, but no, you won't let me.
Your degree's worth shit.
Don't tell me that, please.
This is
worth more than mine.
Podcast on the internet. When you do stuff on the internet, anything you learn in college or uni doesn't mean shit.
I tried, goddammit.
You've got good words on your CV.
True.
That's all it.
I always remember.
Yeah.
Some of them are the.
Oh. Because I dropped out of my course after 2 years, and if you pass 2 years and then drop out, you get a diploma or something rather than a degree.
Yeah.
And so I put that on my CV, and I remember in my interview for when I joined where I work, the guy interviewing me was saying, I said I learned something at uni, and he went, "Oh, and that's where you got that's where you studied for your degree," and I just went, "Yep."
I mean, that's technically true.
Exactly.
Yeah, you did study there for a degree, you just didn't get it.
I was technically correct, the best kind of correct.
You told the technical truth.
It's a good story. I told him that after like 3 years of working there where I was safe.
You'd already worked your way up enough.
Yeah.
You'd already fucked him once or twice.
Wow.
Well, that's how it works.
That's how you work your way up in business.
Yeah.
That's why you're not anything outside of cinema.
Oh God.
I thought you mean
I'm just not willing to take that. Well, I thought it was that plunge, but
I thought it was a bit of a weird interview for like a tech support role where there was like a chaise lounge in there and like a little screen to get changed behind. But I just went with it. It was my first job. I was young and naive.
Oh God.
Anyway, on that bombshell.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good time to end it.
Oh dear.
If you've been affected by any of the issues raised in today's programme,
Tough shit.
Exactly. So,
join us next time where we're getting timey-wimey with Doctor Review.
Yes.
And doing Series 11 before we do Series 3.
Such is life.
This is how I've worked my entire reaction channel. We started off with Tom Baker, then we did Sylvester McCoy, now we're doing William Hartnell.
Yeah, wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Yeah, no, as long as the next Doctor we do isn't Patrick Troughton, we're fine.
Yeah.
We're still going out of order.
Do Pertwee or something.
That probably is more likely going to be in. We've had requests for Pertwee.
Ooh, look at him getting requests.
I know.
I've got 3 or 4 regular commenters.
Man, I need to get back in the swing of doing videos again.
It's your reactions, mate. They're easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem with that is I'm not that funny.
Or
that's not true. Honestly, that's not true. Come on.
Actually, surely doing basic game videos without all the fancy editing is easier than reactions.
Yeah,
because I have to sit through and take out the best stuff so that it doesn't get YouTube.
The difference,
you did see like the few edited videos I did, edited gaming videos. They were like taking the best bits.
I didn't see them,
which is why the episodes were only like 10 minutes long. Yeah, like an hour recording session.
Yeah, it's harder to kind of riff off of yourself or the other person when you're playing a game because you've got to concentrate on the game. When you just start watching something, it's a lot easier to kind of just talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because I was going to do that whole Lego building thing, wasn't I?
It's like
what's to say you have to do what we do?
Get your own thing.
Your own thing.
I'm going to do that Lego thing.
Not like we just suggested it or anything, but do your own thing.
Be unique.
Do both.
It's like the difference.
Don't follow us.
Back to what I was saying, it's like the difference between doing a co-commentary with gaming where it's a single-player game. The difference between being the one playing the game and being the one watching the other person play is huge.
Yeah,
so
game
different.
And watch.
Game and watch.
Game and watch.
He's watch.
Together we're game and watch. That was our intro to Shitty Skylines.
Which I'm very much looking forward to. Check that out on TS Reactions.
That's coming onto Switch.
I'm trying.
City Skylines is onto Switch.
Ooh. I never understand for me to get it.
I never understand how you can do like strategy games on consoles.
Well, the thing is, the Switch has a touchscreen.
Oh yeah, that'll be it.
Yeah.
And Civ 6 is coming to the Switch as well.
Ah, see, I never understand how you can do strategy games on consoles.
Well, the thing is, the Switch has a touchscreen.
Oh yeah, that'd be it.
And like they get bringing
Did you know
board
that
games to
Let's
the
Go
Switch.
Pokemon-
I never understand how you can do things like board games on a console.
Well, the thing is, the Switch has a touchscreen.
Oh yeah, that'd be it.
Yeah, that would be it.
Cool.
And on that bombshell.
Yeah, so this regular feature is going to be on hold for 2.5 months now. Once we cover real Doctor Who.
So it's not going to be on hold. It's just going to jump ahead before jumping back.
I suppose, yeah.
We're still Doctor reviewing.
But like River
How
Song
many episodes are there in the Jodie Whittaker series?
10.
10?
Yes.
10?
Yeah, but they're an hour long now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which, honestly, I don't feel is making it up. Because
are you
you have
getting it?
to-
One episode over 4 episodes,
What,
2 episodes
maybe?
over 8 episodes. No,
Oh,
not quite.
maybe. No.
You're half
just,
an episode away.
Yeah.
No,
I
a
thought
third
so.
of an episode away. Oh, of course. No, hang on. They were 45
Oh.
minutes, weren't they? So that's one
45
episode, 2
45
episodes.
minutes long, 13
Yeah,
episodes.
no, we're actually getting 15 minutes more.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
I like this.
Remember me. Not good
That
with
feels
maths.
like it was wrong. I did it really quickly on my fingers.
Well-
Don't at me.
That's the poll. That's the poll.
Yeah.
How many episodes are we gaining?
Yes. Excellent.
New
Well,
or
anyway.
that could be the poll. New
Goodbye.